So, I'm very happy to have you here. This is a new setting to choose our cat. I hope you like a little bit of variation. This is cat number 1, cat number 2, and cat number 3. Cat number 1 is a very nice ceramic cat. It is a jewelry box or a pill box, whatever you want it to be. Cat number 2 is a vintage cat from Sweden. Cat number 3 is another very sweet vintage cat from Sweden, and I love this cat. So please concentrate on your question, on the message that you're going to receive today, which is: what makes you unique? What makes you attractive and what makes you unique? And ask any of these babies, what is it what you need to hear today? Remember, timestamps are pinned in the comment and they are also in the description of this video. So, see you in a bit. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this box ceramic cat, this is going to be your reading. First of all, I want to introduce you a new addition to our readings. This is just very fun to play Shakespeare playing cards. It's not tarot, it's not an oracle. I just recently got it and I thought it would be very nice to introduce it in this reading as the characters. So you got the character of Rosalind. And if you do not know who Rosalind was, she was a lady who escaped from death by disguising herself as a male. She was very strong, and although she portrayed to be this male, and in back in those days the male had much more advantages than the ladies. She was a very romantic, a very caring, very warm-hearted woman. Of course, not everybody could see that, but she was very ahead of her time, and she was very brave, as said. That is probably the key word for your reading. You're a very brave person, as I can see in the rest of the cards. You also have the card of solitude. I'm sorry for the light there. Yeah, the card of solitude. You have the card of connection. You have the card of too stressed. You have from the oracle, you have now it's your turn. Then you have the moon in reverse. You have the 5th of cups, the 4 of cups, and then you have the chariot in reverse. So straight ahead, I can tell you that what makes you unique is exactly what I just explained to you. You're a very brave person, you're very strong, you're absolutely take care for others. You take responsibilities of others very seriously, although you have been through a lot yourself in life. And life itself has taught you pretty much everything that you know at the moment, all the wisdom that you have, and that is why people come to you, because you are very wise, because you always know what to say to others. you always have the right answers. You're like the big mom or like the big dad. I mean, you're that someone who always knows how everything should be. And this comes because you do not have doubts about how things have to be. You do not have doubts on your values. You do not have doubts about who you are. And for this, for you to be who you are, you have endured being alone, having to fight alone. Maybe you had to fight by yourself with a family. Maybe you had to raise a family by yourself. However, this does not make you unhappy. This just has made you stronger, and it has helped you connect. It has helped you connect with the outside world and with other people. I can see that you can find connection with everyone. You are very empathic. You connect with other people, but also with animals. You have a very kind heart. You probably also have quests, kind of probably you have charities that you have compromised to that are dedicated to save the planet or to save the animals. You are that kind of soul that you're concerned about everybody, especially those who have less. So in this case, maybe the animal world or the world itself, pollution, everything that is happening today in this planet, you care a lot. Like everything hurts you as well in a deeper level. Like you also feel it like if it's happening to you. That's why you're so empathic. And this stresses you out. But despite the fact that this stresses you out and that you have lived stress pretty much most of your life, you're still very, very strong in fighting for other people's causes or for the well-being of other people. It can be strangers, or it can be your family, as I said, because you are very empathic. You have this connection with things, you have this connection with people, with places, and that it is very unique to you, that not many people have it. You have acquired this power to connect with others very deep in your heart through being isolated yourself, to have to fight alone, and also to have to solve your situation on your own with your own resources pretty much all your life. And this has made you, instead of bittered and instead of being disappointed of life or being angry about other situations or angry about others, this has made you so wise that you're able to connect in deeper levels than many other people. So this makes you very unique. With the card of Rosalind here, I can sense that it is more or less the vibes that brought you through life. Having to appear to be somebody who you were not for survival or to help others, because that was the only way. You didn't have an option. You really had to adopt a personality and to adopt a costume that was not really you, because you had to go on. And this has made you very wise as well, and made you somebody who knows all the answers. I said a lot of people come to you just because they know that you know. This is the moon in reverse, meaning that you're also somebody who easily see things that other people don't see. Somebody for whom the secrets of life are revealed very quickly, or the secrets of other people. I'm not saying that necessarily people come and tell you their secrets. They do as well, but you are very quickly to know who the people around you is. You're very quickly to judge who is worth your time, who you cannot trust, who you can love, with what intentions people come. These are revelations that are given to you precisely because you have this capability to connect with others and to connect with situations, even connect with energies, with just the place, the vibe, everything, the whole experience of that place or person or situation gives you a lot of information that only you can pick up. Other people are not that sensitive, but you are, and that is why they come to you for advice or answers. Sometimes they even ask you, how did you feel about that? You know, because they are incapable to sense these things, but you are. And you have had to leave a lot behind you in your life. You are somebody who has had to say goodbye many times to things, or maybe even to people. And instead of falling into despair or depression, you understand that there are some bridges that have to be burned, but that there are also other bridges in life that will be open for you, that it is not the end of the world. And most importantly, you have found the way in your life to find stability, to reach a certain degree of contentment with yourself, although you know that you could have more, but you are very happy with the little things in life, the little things that you have. You are so content and you're so happy and you're thankful, and this is also a beautiful quality. This is also something that makes you unique, that you actually are happy just to be here and to see how things are developing inside the structure, inside your own structure, and that you do not need anything else. Of course, you can always have more and better, but basically you are content with little. And then you have the card of the, oh my god, this is the Justice. This is the Justice in reverse. It's a new tarot, so I still have to figure. Yes, of course, this is Justice in reverse. And the Justice in reverse tells us that things have not been fair to you in your life, but still you have this structure in your life that you have managed to reach by yourself and with your own resources. You know that things have not been as they should be with you, but still you are so pure of heart and you are so well connected and not at all bitter about it. And the cards also give you an extra little message, and it's here that it says, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. You have taken care of everybody before, and you have been through so much that now it's your turn. Because you have this very unique ability to help others as well. So because of these things that you have been doing in your life for other people, and because you were not able to shine when you were younger, when you had to have this role that was not really you, when you had to disguise yourself to be a person that you are not, then now it's your turn. And you know it. You feel it in your heart, you feel it in your gut, that all the stress and all the pain and all the things that you've been through are changing now. And this uniqueness of you, of having endured and being so empathic with the world, will be rewarded. This is actually a little message that shouldn't appear here, but it is here and it's for you. So I give it to you. I take it and I give it to you. What else can we tell group number 1? Oh, okay. Oh my god, you won't believe this. Another Justice in reverse. And, oh my god. Okay, just one more card. Oops. Just one. Come on. I'm a bit nervous probably today, although I try not to be when I read for you. Okay, so we have, what is this? The 10th of Swords. Okay, yes, it is telling me that this injustice that you have been through has caused you a lot of pain. It is actually emphasizing to me that your path has not been easy. It has been actually particularly painful. I didn't expect this. This is telling me that you are also unique in that sense, that you have had to endure and to go through much more pain than the rest of the people that you know, or that the rest of the people around you. There are a lot of people like you in that sense. You are you belong to this group of people who are survivors, but you are very unique in the sense that you have been in the survival mode all your life, but you have not lost connection with your feeling and connection with what is important, but actually you have found the truth. You have found the truth of things. You have found your way to know things that other people cannot know. And that is also very unique about you, and your ability to survive. It is really telling me that sometimes when you doubt that whether all this thing that you've been through in your life was for something, or that it had a purpose, it does. It does. I think the cards just want to give you, together with this reading, also the reassurance that everything that you have been through and everything who you are today has a reason to be, and that the universe knows that they owe you something because of your uniqueness to give to others and to care and to find a justice for others. Okay, now I'm also getting that message. You also find justice for others. So you find justice for animals, you find the justice for the world. You're really engaged in to make your environment better and to make your own world better and to bring justice to others, whereas for you there has not been any justice. And this is something really beautiful of you and really unique. You are also very dreamy and very beautiful soul. You like maybe you're into arts. I'm sensing that you like you enjoy beauty in that way. I don't know if you're into arts yourself, but it's telling me that you have found your way to canalize this pain through an activity that involves something beautiful visually. So for some of you, and that you have also found your way to create structure for you, despite the fact that there was no structure at all, just by having to adapt to somebody who you were not, to survive. You never had the chance to shine as who you really are, but now it's coming. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. And all this stress, all this hassle that you've been through, it is actually, it has helped you survive, and it is actually going to have an end at some point in your life. You're very patient, you're very structured, you're very kind of settled. You kind of understand that things are the way they are, and that's it. And nevertheless, you're still so committed to the good and to your values and to what makes your environment and your life better and the people around you happier. So that's something that's so beautiful and so unique that it will not go unseen. Justice will be done for you, and you have to know that you're not alone. That's also one message I'm getting for you right now. You are not alone. The universe and your guides are with you, and they are seeing your struggle, and they are also seeing how complete you are and how capable you are to understand everything. Yes, that's what I am getting for you, group number 1. It is a bit overwhelming for me to feel how adaptive you are, how strong you are, how beautiful you are, despite the fact that you have suffered so much. And I don't think that you even know how much you have been through. But you're a survivor, group number 1. You're absolutely a survivor, and you're a beautiful soul. That makes you so unique. And you have learned to survive by adapting and by portraying somebody who you are not. And with all the ups, now it's your turn. So I hope that this resonated, at least for some of you. I was not expecting to bring you this message, but if it's here, I gladly give it to you, and it's something that you should remember. If you like this reading, please hit the like button. If you didn't, and dislike, it's also fine. And if you feel like subscribing to my channel, that would make me very, very happy. And I would love to see you back again in one of my readings. So have a very nice day, and see you again, maybe. Bye bye. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this little cat, actually this is more like a kitten. And I love it, it's so cute. I love your cards. You have such a beautiful energy here with you. And this is your starting energy, which I love it. This card is not a tarot card, and it's also not an oracle card. It is a game card. It's a Shakespeare game card that I got recently, and I have been starting to studying it, and actually it's quite nice, quite fascinating, and I have learned a lot from literature. So if you've read Shakespeare or seen the movies or whatever, you will know that Mercutio is characterized sometimes as the fool, although not fool in a bad sense, but more like that free spirit, a spirit of someone who's careless and who lives by the day, but also he's incredibly loyal and very brave. So that is your starting energy. So somebody who is not that cautious, but at the same time, because of that bravery and because of that feeling of, okay, life is today and I have to live it the fullest, then you are able to charge whenever you need to charge against odds, and you actually are able to defend your friends, to defend the people you love with everything you have, because you feel like you have nothing to lose. And because of this energy, as I said, you are incredibly loyal and very, very beautiful. So we start with this card, which is already something that makes you very unique, but we go through the rest of the cards. There's the card of endurance, which is also, I love this card. And oops, this card we haven't got before. This is the card of the innocent. And you have this card. It says, I'm taking one step at a time. And we have the card of the star. We have the card of the fool again. We have the hermit in reverse. And we have the king of pentacles. And then finally we have a message for you that says, don't be fooled. Which is a wonderful, wonderful energy that I get this, because you have don't be fooled, you have the innocent, you have Mercutio, and you have another fool all together. And this is so beautiful to see. You are such a free, wonderful spirit. And the people around you sometimes are a little bit shocked by the things that you say and by the things that you do. You might be, for some of you, you might be one of these persons who talks without thinking. You just say what's in your heart. Very, very honest, very loyal, but also with a very clean heart, like a child. You know, children, they often say with the first thing that's in their mind, and they don't care to wonder whether they're going to offend somebody or that it's going to be a little bit delicate for somebody. They just go and say it and do it. And you know, that's your energy, that's you, that's what makes you absolutely unique. You might also be somebody who dresses up in a special way, maybe a little bit alternative, maybe a little bit thrifty. You know, you might like to go and shop in second-hand stores or vintage. You are not at all conventional. You are somebody who actually lives by the day. You don't have anything planned. You will see, okay, whatever, one day. However, and this is also a uniqueness of you, you do care to have resources for yourself and for your beloved ones. So these resources are material, because it's the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. And with this, I don't mean only money, but that you are in the physical world providing to yourself and providing to others from some kind of security or some kind of goods. And it also tells me there's abundance in your life and that you are also responsible. So no, it's not only just, you know, being wild and being adventurous, but that you are also taking care of things, so that you know how to be responsible when you really have to. I can also see that you're somebody who gives and gives and gives a lot, and you don't really care much if you get all that back. So you're really a very free spirit, very generous. You hardly retract yourself to think about things or to wonder if you took the right decision or to process an event in your life. You just go ahead the next day and then you'll see how you sort it, you know. This attitude of you makes you not only very fun to be around, but also makes it for yourself somebody who can take a lot. You can take a lot from others as well. So others can come to you and actually be a little bit of a burden, maybe even ask you a little bit too much, but you're still not saying that wrong. Like you're happy to help, you're happy to be there for others, so you can endure a situation very long time before you actually even realize that the situation is not good for you. So that's one little warning from this reading. Not that there is any warnings, because you're already so special and so unique, but you don't have to endure everything for so long. That's the only heads up that the cards are giving us here with this card of don't be fooled. You know, people often see you. Can it be sharper, please? No, doesn't want to. There. People often see you as this wonderful energy, and some people might take advantage of that because they think that you don't care. That you don't care to have your money back, or that you don't care to receive in the same measure, that you're just so happy as you are. And this might give you troubles in the long run, because you are also very clean of spirit. You are so innocent. You're, like I said, like a child. You carry a lot of weight from other people. People come and tell you their problems, and they know that you probably don't take them seriously, but you do. You know, you have this ability to have people trusting you, and they think that you are not going to be burdened by it because you're always so composed and you're always living in the moment. But actually, and that's part of your quality, you do take it in because you care for people. You're very generous, and there is a quality of abundance in you, again with this King of Pentacles that I see. So you have a lot to give, and people know that. So you are indeed a very very unique soul in that sense that you're careless, but at the same time you are so full of life. You are this careless doesn't come out as irresponsible, but it comes more as a passion, a thirst for living, for experience people, for experience places, for experience flavors, for taking a decision just out of the blue, you know. And this is actually your way of living. All these cards are pretty much telling me the same story. So I am sensing that I am talking to just very specific people on this group. So if this didn't resonate for all of you, please feel free to move on to another cat or wait for my next reading, because this is so specific and is so personal for a few of you that I'm afraid that it won't resonate for many. But as we are still a small group of people, I'm hoping that it resonated for most of you. What else can I tell you? I'm sensing a lot that peculiarity of you of being so loyal, of come out in defense of your friends, in the help of your friends when they need, specifically when they need money. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's something that I needed to tell you. You have to maybe slow down here a little bit. This quality makes you very lovable and very unique, but don't put yourself in risk of being abused by others. And I get such a nice vibe from all these cards. I get really warm inside, like that is how people feels when they are around you. And this is also something very you. Nobody else has this, and you are like a little lamp, like a little light everywhere you go. At work, I don't know, if you're at home now with your family, with your friends, everywhere you go is like, oh my gosh, this person is here, that's so cool. You are this kind of person who lights up other people's day and other people's life. Absolutely. Some people do get very worried about you because of the way you do things, and they are sometimes worried that you do not go into deep introspection about the things that might be worrying you. Like, there are things that worry you sometimes, but you decide not to see them, or you don't have time to see them because you have better things to do that are more fun and more exciting. I have this vibe, you know. But I want to ask the cards to give us 2 more cards about this. Okay, for group number 2, I want to know. Oops. Okay. Okay, now I know. Give me 1 more card, please. For group number 2, what makes them unique? Okay. We have the 2 of Wands, and we have the Empress in reverse. With the Empress in reverse, I am sensing that you absolutely don't like to communicate the things that might make you sad, or the things that are not going so well. So you are somebody who is actually taking the decision of enjoying, and also you choose to talk to people or to take people on board when you have a road to walk together. You don't select people just like that. You have this duality indeed. In one hand you are very generous and you give to everybody and you want everybody to be fine, and on the other hand you do look for a companionship, or you do look for that element in your life, most probably a person that will walk your path and will walk your way. I don't know if I made myself clear. And I don't know if you have this person or if you haven't found it, But I also think that if you do not tell how you feel, you're probably not going to come very far with this. So that is also something unique from you, that you give so much more than what you receive because you do not ask for anything. And you do need companionship, you do need partnership, you need someone who fights for you too, not that you only fight for the others, but you need that camarade, that comes to your rescue when you need it. And if you do not ask for it, people don't know that you need it. People think that you are all sorted out, and they probably don't have a clue whether you are in trouble or not, or whether you're feeling sad or not. Of course, you are very resourceful yourself, but I also think that you are so beautiful in heart and so clean in soul that you're vulnerable sometimes to be hurt. So your uniqueness is actually your capability to cope with life as it goes and enjoy it no matter what. That is absolutely amazing, that you live by the day and people enjoy this. You are an alternative, beautiful soul. And I am a little bit afraid that, you might get hurt, but on the other hand, you're so strong and you can take so much on your shoulders. But you need to talk a little bit more. That uniqueness that you have will not go away, but the cards just want to tell you that you need to open up a little bit to others also, as the one who needs to receive, and to make clear what you want, to make clear who you want with you. That's important. So I think that is the message that I have to give you. I think for me this was very clear, the free spirit that you are, and that is what makes you absolutely unique and beautiful. And for any reason I am asking you to give that up, and just to communicate a little bit better. That's the advice of the universe to you. And then maybe things will ease for you a little bit more. You don't have to be alone fighting for others all the time, although you don't mind, but you deserve also somebody who is on your side. So I hope that you like this reading. I hope it resonated for some of you at least. I felt that this was very, very personal, very specific. But if you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you didn't like it, of course, you can dislike it as well. So thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you again. And have a very nice day. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this cat, pink Swedish vintage cat, then this is going to be your reading. First of all, I want to let you know that this is your general energy of your reading. This is not a tarot card, this is not a oracle card, this is just a card game from Shakespeare's plays. And this is Puck. This is the character of Puck, who is a fairy, and it is a very naughty and a very powerful, a very beautiful fairy who gets into trouble pretty much all the time. But it is a character that is not from this world. It's an enchanting creature. That is the general energy of your reading. Then you have here the card of the Visit. You have the card of the Stardust or Starseed. Actually, I have to change the name of this card. And then you have the card of Go to the Moon. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Swords in the end. And then as an additional message, you have here, there is something great. Yes. You cannot focus. Yes, there is. Okay, so let's start with your reading. I was so amazed when I was shuffling your cards, because you got the fairy, the book, you have the card of the starseed, and you have go to the moon. All these three cards together are telling me that you are literally not from this world. If you get the card from the starseed, that means that you are one of these souls who are deeply connected with the things that, normally speaking, we cannot see, or that we cannot explain, or that we cannot even share with others many times, because we ourselves don't understand what's happening to us. You could be either a clairvoyant, you could be somebody who's healing people with his or her hands, you could be somebody who is deeply interested in other worlds, who's deeply interested in history, hidden archaeology, somebody who studies the past deeply with a passion, because you want answers. You're a very inquisitive mind, because you want to know not only about history and the world, but you want to know about yourself and where you come from. And I can tell you, you are not from this world. You're different. You're very, very special. You're different. So this reading is actually a little bit obsolete, because you are unique also in essence. You are not only unique because of your qualities and because of the things that you do or the things that you think, but you are unique because your soul comes from somewhere else. And I don't mean to say that you have to believe in the same things I believe, but I am sure that for some of you, you have felt that you are different, that you sometimes dream things that other people don't dream. Sometimes you feel things at night that other people don't feel. You have visitors at night sometimes. You have visitors in dreams. You feel that you have energies around you that other people cannot feel or cannot see. And you don't feel that you belong pretty much anywhere. Because you have all these experiences. You experience with your body, you experience with your mind, and you experience with your spirit in a completely different frequency than many people. Now, you're not alone. There are many like you, and that's the good news. And the bad news is that you will probably not find all the answers in your lifetime. That makes you also somebody who's always in the run, somebody who's always in the search, somebody who's very impatient. You're always in the move of things, because you're very inquisitive. You also are somebody who likes to take action about the things that you feel passionate about. You have zero patience to see the things that you're doing to develop to the end. So you are very creative and very talented in many things, and you have many wonderful ideas, like the fairy, who is actually full of power and is always busy and jumping and going here and there, but you do not have the patience to have to see them all complete. So I fear that for you to take it easy and to take a rest is very difficult, but when you have to, then you are able to do it and you're capable to do it. And that is also one thing that makes you unique, that despite all the chaos that you live through your life, because you feel that you have to be in constant movement and change and transformation and pursuing things, that whenever you feel that, okay, that's enough, I'm gonna rest, you actually can take your mind and your spirit and your body to that stage of, okay, I don't want to fight anymore for a while, and I'm just gonna let it be. That's also very unique for you, that you know when, that you know your limits, and that is what has helped you also to survive and to cope with the things that you experience in life that you cannot understand, and also to accept for yourself that these answers that you're seeking, or these experiences that you are seeking, will not bring you answers quickly. This is something that you have learned to understand and to appreciate and to apply in your life. So you know how to let it be when you know that it's not going to take you further. You know that there is something out there that is great. But I think that you know that it's not only that it's great, but that it's greater than you. I am receiving the strong message that you are like a channel of energy, like a channel of visitors, like a channel of hidden knowledge that you yourself cannot even understand, that you yourself cannot even mention because you don't know where it comes from. This alone already makes you so unique. People around you also think that you are very special, different, a bit weird maybe, and they know that you are very deep. You can be also very romantic, you can be very dreamy, you can, because you're always finding these answers to all these things that you're feeling and that you find so weird and so out of place, and you're like, where did that come from? What did I feel just now? What did I dream last night? You're always wondering where these things come from. And sometimes when you share it and people are like, oh, okay, I think that maybe she or he is a little bit but they also see that you are so beautiful, that you are a peaceful spirit, despite the fact that you're always in the run, that you're always pursuing things, that you're always kind of trying to reach something and then being incredibly impatient about it. But they do see that there is this side of you that can be calm, and in this tranquility, in this peace, in this state of mind, you can receive a lot from other people, and they also receive the best from you when you are quiet. I don't know, this is something I'm sensing at the moment. When you are quiet and when you are relaxed, when you are not stressed and rushing and pursuing and worrying about the things that are not there yet, people find this ocean of wisdom in you and tranquility that makes them feel good, because they feel different. They feel your energy is different. They feel absolutely that your energy is different. This is something that not only you feel about yourself, but that also other people feel about you. You may, however, have a job or a profession that is absolutely not in line with the things that you have felt all your life, or that you have wondered about all your life. I feel that you are probably in a job or a profession where you do not have a lot of control of things, and there is where you also are a little bit impatient. I believe that you would prefer to have a profession or to have a job where you can study things that are not clear to you, specifically this area where I can see clearly. I like to say you're not from this world, but in a way, of course you are, because you're born here and you are like all of us, but your soul comes from somewhere else, has a different history. We all have our history, of course, and I have the sense that yours is far away. It's from far away. Let's That's the only thing I can tell you. I don't dare to say anything else because you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I believe that your soul comes from far away. That's all. So I'm going to ask the cards. So you have the Queen of Wands. Oh wow. And you have the Ace of Swords. All right. So the Queen of Wands tells me about someone who is very, very warm-hearted and who is fiery, who is passionate, who is very much in her place and beautiful physically. Either you are a lady or a gentleman, you are very beautiful. You attract a lot of people also. That is part of your uniqueness. You attract people because of the way you look. You might not feel yourself beautiful, or you might not think that you have this kind of attention, or that you call this kind of attention in others, but you do. And the Ace of Swords are telling me there's the Knight of Swords, and that's the Ace of Swords, that you are able to, or that you take rush decisions, that you are able to take very definitive decisions, and then when you take definitive decisions, you just rush to it. But also tells me that you know things, that your mind is sharp. Your mind is sharp despite the fact that you are in all this world that you cannot understand, all these dreams, all these sensations that you have, all these energies that you feel, that your mind is sharp. You understand so much. You are assertive, and you are very completely ready and capable for battle, for decisions, for taking care of yourself and taking care of others. And maybe this haste makes you impatient when things don't happen quickly, or when you realize that you have to work a lot for what you want. So I think that the cards are just trying to tell you, yes, you're different, and yes, there are answers that you might not know, but it's enough if you know that you are different, that you are unique, and that you might not get all what you want to get, because that's just not how life goes. You have to be patient, and you have to learn things, and you have to follow a process. And I have the sense that you will. I don't think that you're doing it at the moment because you're a very fiery energy, but there is a process that you have to follow, and you are in the right process. You're in the right path in being who you are. I sense that sometimes you doubt because you feel that you are not normal, but you are not, and that is okay. That's perfectly all right, because you come from somewhere else in your soul. So you have to try to do your best to be here and now, and to embrace these qualities that you have, this uniqueness that you have, not as something that is weird or something that is limiting you from doing things, but actually makes you very attractive, and you are a very warm person. You're very loved as well. So I think that that's the message that I have for you, group number 3, and I hope it resonated. Again, as with group number 2, I felt that this was very specific and very personal. I hope it resonated for some of you, and please hit the like button if you liked it, and the dislike if you didn't like it, and please subscribe to my channel if you feel ready to do so, or if you like this kind of readings. I will be very happy to see you again, and I wish you a very, very good day, and see you. Bye.